Here's a question I ask myself before I pick up any piece of technology. Which zone is this living in for me right now? I think of every tool in my life in terms of a traffic light, green, yellow, and red. A tool doesn't have a zone built into it. The exact same tool can sit in a different zone depending on how I'm using it. Today, I want to walk through all three zones, show you how one tool can slide between them in a single day, and hand you a short set of questions that tell you exactly which zone you're standing in. Green means go. This is the zone where a tool amplifies something you can already do without asking for anything in return. A word processor speeds up how fast I get ideas onto a page, but if the power went out right now, I could still write with a pen. A calculator checks my math instead of replacing my ability to do it. A GPS in a city I've never visited helps me find my way while I'm still the one paying attention to the streets. A standing desk gets me moving more during the workday. Good public transit hands me back time I'd otherwise spend staring at brake lights. The hallmark of the green zone is simple. The tool builds on a capability you already have, and you could still function without it. The moment you notice you couldn't function without it, that's your signal you've drifted into the next zone. Yellow means slow down. This is the zone where something that used to be green is starting to lean toward red, and the honest answer to, am I losing anything here, is maybe, I'm not sure. Take that same GPS. Using it in a brand new city is green. Using it every day for the drive to work you've made 1,000 times is yellow, because your own sense of direction is getting outsourced without you ever deciding to hand it over. Or think about kitchen gadgets. A food processor saves real time, but if you use it for every single task, what happens to your knife skills? Streaming services tell the same story. They can be genuinely enriching until the algorithm starts choosing for you and 4 hours disappear on something you never chose to watch at all. The yellow zone asks you to notice that something you decided to lean on is starting to lean on you back. No guilt required. Red means stop and take a real look. This is the zone where a tool has stopped supporting you and started replacing you. I found myself here while using generative AI to help write a story. It started in the green zone, a research and brainstorming partner. Then it slid into yellow, handing me plot details and story beats I hadn't asked for. Then it hit red. It was writing the story, and I started to forget what my own voice sounded like on the page. That's the tell of the red zone. Convenience has turned into replacement. The same thing happens with headphones that wall you off from a beach or a trail you came to actually experience, or with driver assist features that, stacked together, start eroding the spatial awareness and reaction time you used to rely on behind the wheel. It happens with food delivery, when ordering becomes so constant that the skill of feeding yourself never gets built in the first place. And it happens with recommendation algorithms, which now decide what information reaches you at all, whether you ask for that or not. In the red zone, the honest answer to, am I losing anything, is yes, and I might not have noticed. Here's what makes this tricky. The zone lives in the moment, not in the tool itself. The exact same app can live in all three zones in a single day. Checking social media once to stay in touch is green. Scrolling it on a break to decompress is yellow. Doom scrolling at 1 in the morning when you can't sleep is red. Same app, same person, same day. I watched this play out in my own creative life. I'd loved drawing as a kid and quit after someone made fun of a sketch. As an adult, I got back into it through a digital painting app on my iPad, which was green, real creative expression. But it slowly became one more screen I couldn't put down, which pulled it toward yellow. So I picked up traditional painting too and found a way to make that portable as well, which moved me back toward green. My husband does something similar with YouTube. He'll watch people argue completely opposite sides of an issue just to find the truth in the middle. And that's the green zone doing exactly what it's supposed to do. But when he loses an afternoon to whatever the algorithm serves up next, that same app has drifted into red. I went through a stretch after a hard breakup where a smartwatch buzzed every time any app wanted my attention. I kept checking it, hoping for a text that never came, getting a notification about a comment on a photo instead. That constant buzzing built real anxiety in me. That was red. I got back to green by turning off every notification except calls and texts, and that's still how I keep my phone today. So, how do you put this into practice? Skip the scorecard, skip the self judgment, use it as a lens for noticing. A few questions do most of the work. Does this tool ask me to give up a skill in exchange for using it? Am I losing anything by using this? Am I doing this on purpose or out of habit? Did I choose this or did it choose me? You don't need a big moment to ask them. Standing in the kitchen, reaching for your phone to look up a recipe you've made a dozen times, pause and ask, am I doing this on purpose or out of habit? That's the entire practice. You paused, you noticed, and this practice doesn't stop at technology. The same 3 zones apply to how you eat, how you move, how you rest, and how you show up with the people you love. Progress here looks like noticing, not perfection, and there's no cold turkey requirement anywhere in this. Zones shift, and they're allowed to. Noticing where you stand is the whole first step, and it's usually enough on its own to start changing what happens next. Some days you'll catch yourself right away. Other days it takes 100 tries before the guilt fades, and that's allowed too. The zones exist so you're the one deciding every time whether a tool is amplifying you or replacing you. There's more of this thinking on the blog. You'll find the link in the description.